Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to make a heart friendship bracelet. Sorry, it's kind of hard to show you because it's upside down, but whatever. And so what you do is you start out with two colors, and I'm going to use red and black because they are my school colors. So you put the ends together and pull it out so that it's about, I'd say, 2.5 to 3 feet long. And you cut that. Then you don't drop the ends of the spool, and you put them with the other ends that you cut, and you pull it out again so that you've got 2 strands of each color. You have to pick 2 colors. So now I have 2 black strands and 2 red strands. Now what you do is you get the 2 ends and you put them together at the bottom and pull it up so that, or you're folding it in half really, and so that there's a loop at the top. And what you do with the loop is you tie it, and there needs to be that much so that you can tie it. It really depends on how much you want to tie it with. You can always cut it off if there's too much, but don't put a little bit, because if there's too little then you won't be able to tie it on your wrist. So next you get tape, and you just get a little piece of tape off, or you can use a clipboard, but I use my table, and I tape it to the table to make mine, just because I think it's easier than using a clipboard, but you can use whatever you want. But yeah, table is easier for me. And so what you do is you have to spread them out so that each color, it's like this is going to be red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black. And I suggest you use the colors that I'm using, just because since it's a tutorial, it's easier so that you don't get lost while you're making yours, like with me using or saying all these different colors. And so yeah. Alright, and what I do, which is easier for me, is I get everything and I just pull it over the side, and I just take the 2 first colors that I need to start with. And in this one, the heart is gonna, actually I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna make the heart be the red, and that's right. The heart be the red, and the background will be black. So first what you do is you take the red and you put it like a 4 over the black string, over the black, and then pull it under, or pull it through really, and you take it all the way to the top. And you do that same thing again, you pull it through. So it's a double knot, and you're going to do that on each one. Then you get the next red string, and you make a 4 and pull it up, and make a 4 and pull it up. And you're going to do that with 3 of the string. 3. And you make the 4 and pull it up, make the 4 and pull it up. Now you just leave these 4 over here, and you get the other side. And this, I'm going to take this red that's on the outside and tie it with this black. No, this black. And I'm going to take them and I'm going to do the same thing, but this is going to be a backward knot instead of a forward knot. And you're doing this, you're still doing the 4, and you just go over and through. Then you take the next red string and you go over and pull through, over and pull through. After you get that done with, you get this last black string and go over and pull through. Now you got these 2 reds in the middle. And what you're going to do with the 2 reds is you're going to take this red that you started with and put it over to make a forward knot over the other red string. And do that twice. And it's gonna look pretty crapped up first, but it's just after the second time it looks better after the second one. So now you have these two black strings on the outside, and what you do is you do the same thing. You take the black and tie it over the red twice, and you do the same thing you did with the red basically. So I'm gonna do that real fast. Tie over these three. And you put it over here. Then you tie this other black string. You do backwards knots over these three. Now you do the same thing you did with the reds and tie this first black string over the other black string. You do that twice. Now you got it, so the reds are on the outside again. But instead of doing that, or instead of doing the same thing again, you're going to take this outside black string, or this second black string with this first red. And instead of tying the red over the black, you're going to tie the black over the red. So you're doing a backward knot. And it's going to end up having 4 knots on this one red string. And do the same on this side. Take the red string and the black string and do a forward knot with the black string over the red. And pull up. And there's going to be 4 knots on this red string too. And pull up. So now the black strings are on the outside. And what you do is you pull those to the side so that they won't get in your way. And you take these first 2 red strings, or no, take that back. You take these, no, that's right, yeah. You take these first 2 red strings and you just continue on like you've been doing it there. And you take the other black string and you tie it over that twice. This takes a bit of time, but once you get it, it's really easy to do. I've made a lot, well, started a lot. I don't really make one, but yeah. And so you do the same thing over here. And tie it to this black one. And if you make a mistake, like if you tie an extra knot, or you tie the color to the wrong one, then I get like these pliers, and like these are like thin needle pliers, so that it's easier to pull it out with. Or if you don't have thin needle pliers, you can just get a pair of tweezers. They work too, and just like pull at the top of the knot. So yeah, and then you tie these together, and you take this knot or this string over to this side and do it like that, and pull up. And now you take these black strings, or you take this first black string that you'd put to the side, and take the red one and tie the red over the black like you did with the black over the red earlier, instead of putting the black over the red. You can do that to this side as well. Red over black. So now the reds are on the outside, and you put them where you have the blacks to the side so they don't get in your way. Now you take these 2 black strings that they'll be next to each other, and you do the same thing you just did with the red. I know y'all are probably like, oh my gosh, this is never going to make a heart. It will, just wait. And keep on doing that. Alright. Tie over that red. Now you switch sides and get these 2 black strings and tie the outside black over this red. this red, the second red that we did right here, that is the start of the heart. And you tie it over this red. This black is going to be the inside of the heart. I wish I knew how to make the heart hollow, but I don't, not yet. So the black's the inside of the heart, and you tie these blacks together. Now, what you do is you take this outside red, and you take the black, and instead of tying the black over the red, you tie the red over the black again. You make that 4. You gotta pull it tight up here so that it comes together. But don't pull it too tight, because if you snap the string, then the string's gone. I mean, like, if you snap it all the way up here, and there's no room to tie a new string on, you're pretty much screwed, and you gotta start over. Just like cut the top off, cut what you've already tied off. But if you have like this much string left or something like that, you can probably get your color that you use and just tie it more on. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't happen to me too often, so I don't know how bad or how good that looks. But there might be an extra little knot in it, but that's alright if it's like your first one burning. You get better. Alright, and then you do the same thing with this outside red. Pull it tight. Nice. And then you pull that in. And then you pull this last block in. So that, and now it's resembling a heart. And all you gotta do is you get that red that you just tied on this side. And you take this red and tie it over this red. Twice. And sometimes if you pull it a little bit too hard, like in my case, the black knot will come out over the red, so that it looks like it's an all red heart except for this one little black knot right here. If that happens, just pull the black, and then the red will go back in place. And then you just keep on doing the same thing. You start over with the black going all the way across, and once you get the black all the way across, you do that double knot that separates the black from the other colors again. And eventually you'll get it to where your bracelet has a bunch of hearts all over it. And like this one will have red hearts in a black background. The bracelet I'm wearing has pink hearts in a black background. And I got some other bracelets that I started with, like I did this purple and white one, and I just started this one. They all, for some reason, I just haven't finished any of them. They all have only 2 hearts. Like this blue and yellow one, I started from my mom. Only has 2 hearts though. And then I was sitting here, I don't know, like I was working on my mom's bracelet, and I decided that I wanted to use 3 colors, but I didn't really know how to use 3 colors, and I guess in this, what I'm talking about, you could use 4 too. But I picked 3 colors that I really liked, and in my case I used like a turquoise blue and a brown and a white, and I started the heart off, or just doing like the same type of thing, but I took brown and white and put it in one, and then I took blue and white and put it in another, and I ended up joining them together so that it looks like that, and so that it's going to be like one bracelet when I'm done with it. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's really cool when it's done. But if you want me to do another tutorial on how to do that, just ask me. So at the end of this, or you can just comment when this is over or whatever, and tell me what you want me to do with the double. And you do that, tie the blacks out so that they're the outcasts on the outside, and then you just do it again with the red. you know how it goes from here. So that's how it looks. Here's that one heart, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you know how to make a heart now. So comment, subscribe, do all that stuff that y'all do. Thanks. Bye.